Paul Heyman walked into Raw with fake cops, a fake restraining order, and what looked like the most ridiculous segment of 2026, and by the end of the night, his evil genius plan had worked perfectly. The man everyone was laughing at, was laughing last. But here is the question that nobody is asking: if the restraining order was fake and the cops were fake, why did Heyman reveal that to Adam Pearce and let Femi find out? Stay until the very end, because the answer exposes the deepest layer of Heyman's masterplan heading into Hell in a Cell at SummerSlam. Welcome to Tidal Wave, where we decode the Wiseman's chess moves before the dirt sheets even realized there was a game being played. Here is everything at full speed. At Night of Champions, Obafimi won the 2026 King of the Ring, defeating GUSO in the final and earned a guaranteed World Championship shot at SummerSlam. Instead of cashing in on Roman Reigns or CM Punk, Femi chose Brock Lesnar. Again. Inside Hell in a Cell. And Heyman showed up on Raw in Dallas surrounded by police officers who were almost certainly local independent wrestlers, judging by how enthusiastically they sold those suplexes, and announced he had obtained a dual restraining order keeping both Femi and Lesnar 100 feet apart until SummerSlam. He called Femi a stalker, a clinger, a big Nigerian dummy who threw away a guaranteed championship match. And then Femi's music hit, and the plan snapped into motion. Femi marched straight to the ring. One officer stepped forward to make the arrest. Femi threw him over the top rope onto a group of 4 officers on the floor, dismantled every remaining cop in under 30 seconds, sent Lesnar and Heyman retreating up the ramp while the Dallas crowd went absolutely nuclear. Then Femi grabbed the mic Lesnar used to run this place. Now all he does is run away. You cannot run from Obafimi. Incredible visual. Incredible promo. And then backstage, Adam Pearce told Femi the officers and the restraining order were completely fake, a psychological operation. And Femi said, "I already knew." And that detail right there is the key to this entire story. If this breakdown is landing exactly right, smash the like button and lock into the Tidal Wave family right now, because why Heyman let Femi find out the truth is the piece that changes everything about SummerSlam. Here is the first massive reveal. Heyman did not accidentally expose his own plan. He engineered the exposure. Think about what Pearce telling Femi the truth actually accomplishes. It confirms to the King of the Ring that Lesnar and Heyman are scared. It makes Femi angrier, more reckless, more emotionally compromised heading into the most physically brutal stipulation in WWE history. Heyman has managed enough monsters to know that the most dangerous version of any opponent is a calm, focused one. And a Femi who is furious, validated, and convinced the beast is running from him, is a Femi who makes mistakes inside a steel cage. Paul Heyman just used the truth as a weapon. That is not a botched plan. That is a genius operating at a level most people cannot even see. Now here is where the internet gets this completely wrong. The popular take is that the fake cop segment made Heyman look desperate and Lesnar look weak, that a man who needs fake police protection has already lost the psychological war. That analysis is embarrassingly surface level. Heyman publicly admitted on Raw that Lesnar is also obsessed with Femi, that whether he is hunting, training, or sitting on his ranch, all Brock thinks about is destroying Obafimi. That admission was not a mistake. It was a calculated vulnerability reveal designed to make Femi feel like the dominant force to pull him deeper into this trilogy and away from any rational decision-making. And here is the micro-loop that nobody is closing. Dave Meltzer confirmed in the Wrestling Observer that WWE's long-term plan is a WrestleMania 43 crowning moment for Femi, not SummerSlam. So if Femi is not winning the title in Minneapolis, what does Heyman's plan at Hell in a Cell actually look like when the cage door closes? Zero in on Heyman's psychology and the whole picture crystallizes. This is a man who has never once failed to protect his financial investment when the stakes were at their highest. He got Brock Lesnar a no-contest clause. He got a no-touch provision in the SummerSlam contract. He orchestrated an entire legal fiction on live television and then strategically dismantled it to weaponize Femi's own confidence against him. Heyman is not managing a match. He is managing an outcome. And the outcome he needs is a Brock Lesnar who walks out of the Brocktagon in Minneapolis with the trilogy win before Heyman decides whether the door he opens next belongs to the Beast or to the King of the Ring. 3 predictions for SummerSlam 2026 in Minneapolis. Number 1, Heyman's no-touch clause gets weaponized inside Hell in a Cell. Femi dominates for 20 minutes, but one Heyman distraction at the critical moment costs him the match. Lesnar wins on a technicality and Femi's fury carries him straight toward WrestleMania 43 and the world title. Number 2, Femi wins clean inside Hell in a Cell. The WrestleMania plan gets accelerated and Heyman walks to Femi's corner the morning after SummerSlam, completing the most anticipated client handoff since Roman Reigns signed with the Wiseman during the pandemic. Number 3, The Swing. Heyman turns on Lesnar during the match by revealing one final trick. He never filed for a restraining order against Femi because he was protecting Lesnar. He filed it because he was already negotiating with Femi, and the Wiseman's handshake with the King of the Ring inside the cage becomes the most shocking moment of SummerSlam 2026. One of these three things will happen. The only question is which one. Paul Heyman built a fake legal system on live television and used it to make Obafimi more dangerous. That is not incompetence, that is wizardry at its finest. The evil genius plan worked exactly as intended. The only question left is whether it works when the cage door locks in Minneapolis. Drop your answer in the comments. Does Paul Heyman's plan save Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, or does it accidentally create the monster that ends the Beast's career? Next video we go deep into the Seth Rollins pedigree on Roman Reigns and what it means for the World Heavyweight Championship match at SummerSlam. Tidal wave out.